Great-grandpa Bernard Preister, he started the family farm in 1918. Basically, it was near Cornley, Nebraska. It started real small, and through the years it's built up over time. My grandpa Alvin took over the farm in 1964, and then as he retired and got older, he passed it on to two of his sons, my dad Dean and my uncle Terry, in 1996. They've been farming it ever since, and been renting the land from my grandma Mardell, who, after my grandpa Alvin passed away, they basically have split the acres between the two of them evenly, based on what they would like and so on. And then over the last 15 years, between my uncle and my dad, they've been able to double the size of the family farm in acres. So you can't really tell very well what this is, but this is my my dad, and going up his side. So my grandpa Alvin and my grandma Mardell. My grandma Mardell, Preister, her maiden name was Lindhorst. Her parents were Joseph and Wilma Marie, and my grandpa on his side, his parents were Bernard, like we talked about, and then Anna Babel. Not much is known about their parents, just their names. So then some of the ancestors, great-grandpa Bernard and grandpa Alvin, like we talked about, were farmers. Great-grandma Anna Babel was a school teacher, as well as a housewife for the many children. My grandma Mardell was also a housewife. She, my uncle Randy, as it says, is actually mentally challenged, so she stayed home to take care of him while grandpa Alvin farmed to raise money for the family. On my mom's side, this is my mom Ann Werner. Her dad's name was Marion. He was born in 1917 and died from Alzheimer's disease. And then his wife Rosella Doman is still alive, but she's also suffering from Alzheimer's disease. So that's kind of a trait that runs in the family. Their parents were Tom Werner and Margaret Smith, was Marion's parents, and then Joseph Doman and Regina Dussel were Roselle's parents. Not much is known about them, and I couldn't find information going farther back on that family tree. My grandpa Marion, he was a handyman, basically. He lived in the town of Lindsay, Nebraska, and he was the town handyman, so he ran the hardware store, he was a painter, he was a carpenter, he basically was the person you called if you needed something fixed. And that's what he did to raise money. And then Grandma Roselle was a housewife. They actually had 13 kids, so that she was quite busy raising the family on a daily basis. So then this is the kind of the descendants of my parents. So this is my mom Ann and my dad Dean. My oldest brother Ryan, he was born in 1978. He currently builds golf courses for a living, and he has just started farming with my dad and my uncle Terry. He just has one farm currently. My brother Scott, my sister Carla, and myself on the far right. My sister Carla, she works in Columbus, and her husband Craig actually is a farmer as well, and he helps out on the Preister family farm as well from time to time. And then, as you see, Megan is Ryan's wife, and Keely is Scott's wife, and then their two kids. Some of the Preister, I already talked about it. Carla is a social worker, Scott is a computer programmer here in Lincoln, and then Ryan is a golf course superintendent, and then myself at the bottom. I'm a college student and work at a retail business in Lincoln. And that is my Genogram